Welcome back to your favorite day of the week, your favorite show of the week, and your favorite three hosts. We are the Childish Grown-Ups, and this is the Childish Grown-Up Show. Y'all know me. I'm one of the hosts, the world-class Mo, a.k.a. Mo Cucino. I'm here with my two excellent funds out, guns out. If y'all on the visual, they showing me up right now. I feel like I need to pick up a dumbbell or something. Ash Bash and Mia B in the building. How y'all ladies feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Well rested. Happy to be here for another one. I'm feeling good.
Same. The weather's been kind to me. It hasn't been scorching hot lately. But I got up and worked out this morning. I'm feeling good.
Hey, shout out to y'all, man. That does something for the life. But we are back again nonetheless to do the thing that we do. And this week was the Stoop Kid selection. This is the movie y'all picked. We gave y'all the preview of it at the end of last week's episode, and we are back to do that today. And we're going to be introducing something new. A couple of things new. Kind of one is a segment. It's not a reoccurring segment, but it's a very selective segment. We're going to do a little show and tell. For those that are watching the visual, I think y'all can figure out what that's going to be. And then we're also introducing a new rotation of films. Shout out to Mia B on that. But we'll get back to that in a minute. We do have some comments from the Stoop Kids. They did want to holler at us one time for the one time. So let's read a few. This was a pretty active week, ironically, for some reason. So we got a YouTube comment, and this is from Mama C. She says, I have never watched The Sandlot, so I am looking forward to seeing it. And then Public Enemy B also wrote in, congrats on 100 subs. We thank y'all, man. We appreciate that for sure. Like, it was hard work right there, but we definitely got to it. So shout out to all of the Stoop Kids. Another comment from YouTube. Now, I don't know what this means, and maybe Mia can clue me in on this.
Okay.
So this is from a listener named Laura Saw 6933. She left a comment on our Crooklyn episode, and her comment was, "This isn't Crooklyn." I don't know what that means. If that's some kind of reference, or I was like, maybe Mia knows what that is, or what she.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Huh?
This isn't Crooklyn. That's what she said.
Yeah, she said this isn't Crooklyn. No, okay. Ash, anything?
I got nothing.
Huh.
Got nothing.
Well, shout out to you nonetheless, Laura, for writing in. I don't know what that means. I don't know whenever you get to this episode, but shout out to you for reaching out. And I think this might be our last one. Really dope message, actually. It's from Sadar. He DM'd us, actually. And he says, what's up, y'all? Kind of new to the Childish Grown-Ups page. I think I first watched it in March, and I've been listening to y'all ever since. One of my favorite podcasts right now, and House Party, is definitely my top 5 favorite movies. Great episode. I enjoyed it alone with all the other episodes. Y'all did it. Keep going. Also, fun fact, if y'all didn't notice, in the scene when the kids were running from the bullies and hid in the refrigerator, there's 2 guys running from Rottweiler dog, the thieves with the stolen TV and the shopping cart. Those are the Hudlin brothers, which obviously we know they wrote and directed this movie. So
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's really tight, bro. And they really stand out. That's the crazy part about it.
That's
And
a cool Easter egg.
he has a little bit more. He says they're also on Bebe's kids with the same outfits on the end when Robin dropped the kids off at home.
Yes, that's super
That's
cool.
crazy, bro. Deep cut.
Yes.
Shout out to Sadar. Anything I want to share with Sadar?
Thank you, Sadar. Appreciate that. Great comment. Glad you've been tuning in since March. That's a long time.
Yeah.
So we're glad that we can keep you interested and keep you coming back.
Yes, I always appreciate when someone says this is their favorite podcast or one of their favorite podcasts, because that means that we're doing something right. It means a lot. Thank you. So
Yeah.
labor of love, really.
It really is. And you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be childish with us. So, hey, keep being childish, keep being grown. Shout out to Sadar, man. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So again, if y'all want to reach out to us on our YouTube. Y'all can reach out to us on our Instagram, The Childish Grown Ups Show, no spaces, or y'all can email us, childishgrownups3@gmail.com. That's for those that want to make more of an elaborate message. But we take DMs as well, and we'll read them on air, and we'll respond on there. So we can always be reached. Childish grown up moment. It's been quite the week from last week to this week. Mia B, I'm gonna throw the ball in your court first.
I don't know why you would do that. Look, it ain't been too much and no type of childishness going on around here. Sometimes while y'all are talking, something hits me that I'm like, oh yeah, but when I've been like, as of right now, thinking about it, I have nothing really.
Okay. Ash, what about you?
I don't have anything either. I was really trying to think. I'm like, dang, did I do anything childish? I really feel like this week's been pretty like monotone. I ain't really had no excitement like that this week. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have one too.
All right, that's okay. I'm gonna lead the way for us sisters. One child is growing up moment. It like buzzer beater with it. So my wife was out of town, and I had the kids, of course, and I was like, I got to at least play one game with them. You know what I mean? Like, you're lounging around the couch, whatever. Like, I got to play at least one game with them. So I'm like, what can I play that's like low maintenance but fun enough that I think can still hold up? So this is a game I'm sure every 90s kid, 80s kid knows this. Like, everybody got a different title for it, but we used to call it Army. So where you cut the lights off and you're like going through the house like an adventure. Like you got phones now, so you got the night light. So we're acting like we're like soldiers at night and like, oh, get to the whole base, get under the tent, go get the bar, watch out for you. We're doing all that like silly, crazy stuff. But right when I started, I was like, all right, already squat down and get in like the crawl position. Bruh, y'all see those Instagram videos where you see their ghost, where they think they still alive, they look back, their ghost is done. Bruh, I got down at my knees. I said, oh my God. I said, bro, I forgot I was 36, dude. Like, I swear, I was like, oh my God. Like, my daughter was rolling. I was like, dang, for that quick second, I forgot I wasn't in my 20s. I was like, ooh, I got to do this, take my time a little bit. But it was fun overall. And then our 2-year-old son, he was getting into it. He did a pretty good job participating for the most part. And so we just flipping, rolling, crawling, doing all of the stuff. And plus, the house looks so different when you cut all the lights off. So that's what made it like really exciting. So that was a game we played as kids. Ash, I know what you remember. We used to just do stuff like that, sneak around, crawl under the dinner table. We're supposed to be going to bed. Like, yeah. So it was, and I didn't think my daughter would be into it because she was definitely not trying to get into it at first. Like, definitely like, what is this? Like that whole thing until eventually they kind of snap into it. And so she was like, that was fun. I was like, yes. So I got a cool dad point for that day. So yeah, that was my childish grown up moment. Just doing a game we used to play as a kid. Like when we had nothing else to do in the house, so we was just tired of watching cable or tired of playing our video game. We're gonna make up something to do, and that's what we would do. So there you have it. Hey, y'all send us y'all childish grown up moment. And if y'all ain't got one, y'all try to be intentional and find you one of them things. We all like to laugh with each other and laugh at each other. So
that was a good one. That's a win as a parent. You can get your kids, especially once they get around,
tough crowd,
and get them to actually engage and play with you. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that spawned something, not for a childish grown up moment now, but like I used to do the floor is lava with Anthony. And we had our bed like super stacked, so it was really like high. And so like I would like throw him off the bed and give him like 5 seconds to try to like get back on. And when I tell you how exhausting that is, like just, like I'm counting to 5, but I still gotta keep getting the energy to toss him back. And I did it with Big Ant too, so I did it with both of them.
Oh man.
And it was a lot of energy excited, but they had so much fun, and then they just wanted to keep doing it. Then I had to remind them, like,
Yeah, that's exactly like my son kept hitting the lights. He kept hitting the switches. I was like, nah, son, game over, son, game over. You know, the kids keep going like, like, nah.
We're giving you our highest.
Yeah, everything I got right here in this little small window. That was a strong 15, 20 minutes right there. Strong. Maybe if that. I'm probably overselling it, but yeah, nah, that's straight up.
I don't know if this counts as a childish grown up moment, but the other day when I got home from picking my kids up from their respective childcare summer camp, my daughter, like, I don't remember why, but she was chasing me around the car, like an impromptu game of tag. And when I tell you I was so tired, I got in the house and I was like,
Man.
Mommy ain't gonna be able to do that too often.
How many
Like,
times you go around the car?
I don't even remember.
Oh,
But we was going for a good little 10 minutes of running.
oh, nah, yeah, you tripping. 10 minutes at this age? That
I
is
couldn't
insane.
because mama work out, but I don't do a whole lot of cardio. Like cardio is my favorite thing. You know, I like to lift a little weight. I like to do a little Pilates.
Mm-hmm.
But running?
We.
Mm-mm.
Hey man,
Hey, cop and a half, Nick. I hate to run.
I hate to run.
Check that episode out.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah, for sure. All right, little side segment of the show, real quick, before we get into the Flash with Ash. This is a little bit of a show and tell thing that's going on. Haven't done this before, so this is the first time. So those that are listening, that are podcast listeners, you probably want to hop on to YouTube real quick if you want to see for yourself. So I have took the liberty, shout out to my two co-hosts, I took the liberty to create some t-shirts, and I am modeling one of them today. So I'm gonna show y'all a few of them on there, and then I'm gonna put a screenshot up at the end of the episode so y'all can see it if y'all can't see as much because of if you're watching this on your phone and not a TV or bigger screen. But I'll show y'all what we got. So this is obviously the original right here. It's got our cover on it. Then all of the backs. I'll show y'all the back of the other one. So this one is like our this is probably like our OG edition. These are not for sale yet, but if y'all get really interested in a lot of comments and stuff start really coming our way, we might make that happen. But yeah, so this is one of our this is like the OG one right here.
It looks so good. Oh my God. It's so exciting. And this is a reveal for us too. Like we haven't seen it yet either. Just so y'all know.
It's fire. I love it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this I just thought it would look really good on a white tee, and it's really doing this thing. So this is one of our special editions. I got so here's one of them. And again on the back. So on the back it says reliving those childhood memories one episode at a time. And if you look, it has 2 QR codes that gives you, and it does work. So you can scan it to go to the pod or just go to the YouTube page. Then of course, #StoopKids.
Shout out to the Stoop Kids.
You know what I'm saying? So this Cartoon Network fans definitely did a little flip on that. And then here's another special edition one. Like these are not the typical, but these will be like special limited edition if we were to release these. Isn't that one right there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on, Nickelodeon.
You know,
I love a gray too. I love a gray.
Yeah. So do I, girl.
You know what I mean?
Ooh.
And then these would be like this would, if we were releasing these would be the standards. Like these are the ones that I would, probably be the most affordable and the most standard one. To just give people something to have. So you just got your just your regular kind of like your 90s.
Ooh, it looks so good.
Okay, pink.
Oh, pink. Fire.
So yeah.
You clowned, bro. You clowned.
You know, he is a jack of all trades. Look at him doing stuff.
So yeah, don't right. I appreciate my co-host. Y'all wonderful. So yeah, those are the shirts. That's a little bit of show and tell, a little special segment for y'all today on this summertime rotation. Got some nice shirts, so y'all probably will see me wearing these same 6 shirts for a long time. So just I want to show y'all that first for those that are watching, because you're gonna probably always see me in these same shirts. Because one thing I've learned as a content creator these days is keep your stuff on. Like no matter who's around, keep wearing your stuff. So y'all will probably see me in that until I can extend it out and make some more other ones, but it was something to do just to invest in ourselves, and it's something fun, something to laugh at. And so hopefully the ladies, like I send y'all some stuff, and y'all can set it up, and you could upload this, and y'all can get some stuff ordered. But yeah,
I wear a small, but I can fit a medium.
I don't be honest. Like I did this through my job, and I have no idea how how they do shipping stuff, like because it's like a real small business. So I just happen to be in there. I don't even know how to do. They do most stuff for schools and stuff, but yeah,
it looks good. Like I'm looking at
like if y'all see it in person, y'all be like,
man, I wish I could feel it.
Oh, it's got that nice sleek, yeah. But
Looks
it was
good.
so it was a fun process getting to be my own customer. Like I'm the graphic designer and I'm the customer, so it was a fun process putting this together and kind of lining it up on the computer, and then like watching it come to life, and then work with my coworker to get the colors right. Like, okay, because I had the only thing I had to fix was like our logo, and then me and Ashley, I was like, the brown was like not the right kind of tone, so we had to kind of work that into it. But yeah, so it came together, man. Again,
yeah, need that melanin right. Come on now, don't play with me now.
That's why I had to put the shades on, man. I gotta bring the meme to life. You see what I did?
But you have kind eyes. I would like to see your eyes.
I appreciate that, sis. You have kind eyes.
It's a real thing.
It is. That is very true. You are absolutely right. Those approachable eyes,
Yeah. These ain't even mine. I gotta get these back.
I gotta get these. Boop. Here you go. All right. Enough about me. So that's y'all. Shout out to the ladies again. Shout out to the Stoop Kids. If that is something y'all would be interested in, I have no idea how to set up stores and all that type of stuff. I'm not that. I'm an artist, not really a businessman like that. But if it's something y'all looking at, like, bruh, I need that.
We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, because
we can do that. That's nothing.
I would say that's where my limit goes. Like as an artist, I'm like, hey, this make my brain fog. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
between the three of us, we will definitely figure it out.
All right. What up? That's our show and tell segment for today. So I mean, of course, we might have that come up again, something new, something fresh, something special. Actually, we probably will, because I'm eventually I'm gonna get some hats and try to get some mugs, at least a mug. So, but yeah,
I'm gonna need a hoodie for the winter because I'm wearing it all winter.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that. I see myself in a cropped hoodie with a hat.
That's fire. That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
But now y'all see real quick, and we can move on. Sorry, y'all. This is a little different from our normal. But now y'all see why like that was like important to me. Like I said, I think we got to change the cover because the logo needs to be a certain way, and that's what made me prompted the magazine style, and it prompted to make this like style logo, because I said this would translate better than what we had on our last cover. And now I'm good with, so
good.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. So, all right, Ash, the floor is yours. I'm sorry. I'll go back to where you are.
I was so excited. Like, I'm just all smiles. But again, shout out to the Stoop Kids.
Mm-hmm.
As you all know, we did reach our goal last week. We are 103 now. So we did gain 3 more Stoop Kids. And again, we appreciate y'all as usual.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to keep shouting that out as we do gain more. I want you to know that you're appreciated, and we will continue to express it to you. So let's go ahead and get into the Flash with Ash. This movie kind of spawned a this or that for me. Like it just put me in that bag. So we're going this or that, kind of like kid sport movie edition. So I had to dig in the bag a little bit, kind of grab some oldies but goodies, and see what y'all think, what your preference is. So yeah, we did one of these before. So we'll start off with Like Mike or Air Bud.
Like Mike.
Like Mike for sure.
I mean, it was so quick. Y'all didn't like Airbud? Like,
I did, but come
Okay, but
on.
Like Mike is a hard one to compete with. Like it's too much. Like y'all know how we talked. Y'all know how much we talked about like Mike and Bow Wow. It's way too much around. Like that's a big dog for real.
It's true, it is. But I want to get Airbud in there because I really did
I like their bud too though. Like
And I was afraid of dogs for a long time. And this is like a German Shepherd, right? Was Airbud like a
Was a golden retriever.
yeah, golden retriever. I thought it was something
okay?
with an R, but
So
yeah.
a bigger dog, but like he just seemed friendly, so it just made me like feel like, oh, but that's not my reality.
Wow.
All right, The Sandlot or Little Giants? Do y'all remember Little Giants?
Yes, I do. I really did like Little Giant.
Me too.
It was football, right? They were playing football.
I remember that nerdy dude
The
with
one
the.
from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was in it.
Uh,
So I remember really liking that, but The Sandlot is just like, I don't know. It's too classic for me to be able to pick Little Giants over it. Plus, I haven't seen Little Giants in a really
that's the hard thing. It's like
okay.
I really liked Little Giants back then. I would like I would. It's hard because then we just seen this movie and it's like that's the. I'll go with this movie since that's the I go with I probably remember if I ever watched Little Giants I probably would like it better, but since I watched this and I really did enjoy this, I'm going with this.
Okay. And I have more to say about The Sandlot, obviously, as we get into the rewind.
Mm-hmm.
I really did enjoy Little Giants as well, but it has been ages since I've seen it, so I would have to kind of get a refresher on it. So I'm going to go with The Sandlot as well. Okay, Mighty Ducks or Space Jams? No. Rookie of the Year or Mighty Ducks? Do y'all remember Rookie of the Year? It was like the boy that went to the league. Super old, but I remember seeing it. It's pretty good, but y'all may not remember that one. It's
I
like the little.
remember it. I don't remember it really. So of course I have to pick Mighty Ducks. And I probably feel like I would have picked Mighty Ducks anyway.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks is up there, especially the second one.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks is like in the same, like for me anyway, is right up there with The Sandlot in terms of cultural significance, like to our like youth, you know.
I almost went Mighty Ducks versus Mighty Ducks 2. I almost went that, but I was like, nah.
You know, 2 gonna clean them up.
I know. I was like, well, bills on their face. So, all right, but all right, last one, Space Jams, which I know everybody. Space Jams or Angels in the Outfield. Now this is.
I loved Angels in the Outfield.
Okay, so you remember Danny Glover? Y'all remember? Okay, okay. But I couldn't put them together because it was kind of like,
yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's
again, Space Jam, like bro, Michael. He was so huge in the 90s, bro. Like he was a superhero to us kids that, I want to be like Mike, like bro, that like Mike, want to be like Mike, like all that, bro. Like the Gatorade and the McDonald's and all that, man, bro. It was too much. And then we love Looney Tunes. It's like this is cheat code. It's definitely got to be Space Jam.
1000%. Like, don't get me wrong. I really did like Angels in the Outfield, as unhinged as that plot was, if you really go back and think about it. But Space Jam, like, if y'all know me, which y'all do, y'all know I'm a girl. I am a girly girl. I'm a girl. I don't know too much of nothing about no basketball, but Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. Like, there was really like no one who didn't know who he was and what he could do. And it was a huge deal for him to be in the, and Space Jam is just like it's a fun movie.
It really is.
Stars, come on now. That was a moment.
Yeah. Be gone, wanna be gone.
It was so, like, it was just so fun. It's another one of those movies. I can't remember the movie we were doing when I said this, but Space Jam is another one of those movies where
Flintstones.
Yeah, Flintstones. I feel like I'm immersed in that world. Like I feel like I'm there with the characters, and I really feel the environment of the setting that
Mm-hmm.
I'll always have to go with Spaceship.
Always. I mean, that intro, like, it's crazy. And like a song, like every time I hear this, I got to let it rock on Instagram when they be like, Basketball Jones. I got a basketball Jones. I got a basketball Jones, baby. Ooh. I like when Charles was walking around. Anyway, I spent too much time there, but yeah.
On trips for sure. Space Jam is a significant film in our household. Absolutely.
Boy.
I mean, the video game. I remember the video game where you had to be Daffy Duck try to get the sneakers from the house. Like, oh my gosh! Like
Yes.
that game was so fun. Not to wake the dog, but
Oh man.
classic. I don't even remember what system that was on though, but it was so fun.
I think it was on Sega.
Okay, but yeah, it was so dope. Outfield too. Shout out to Danny.
Yeah,
But
loved it.
yeah, we're going trips on Space Jams. Just wanted to warm us up for the film. And that being said, that is all for the flash.
Shout out to you, Ash, for that. Actually, I stand corrected, and it does make sense now because I said Sega, but I didn't remember the controller with that game. It was PlayStation. So the first one, PlayStation and Sega Saturn, because I do remember I don't know, it's weird. I can remember my hands playing with the buttons, but yeah. But shout out to you, Ash, man. Gave us a little break this week on the on the trivia this week, so and it felt good. Like this, I think we're gonna have a great conversation today, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, I was looking at the movies we did before Mia takes us back to this, and I think the last film that we did that came out in 1993 was A Nightmare Before Christmas. I could have sworn we had another one, but we didn't. So I guess I will have to give the lay of the land on that one real briefly. We did do 94, so it won't be too much of a difference. But let's see here. We got some of the biggest movies: Jurassic Park, The Fugitive, Mrs. Doubtfire. Go check out our review for that. The Sandlot. We're doing that today. Groundhog Day. Robin Hood, Men in Tights, Cool Runnings. A Mia favorite right here. What's Love Got to Do with It? Menace to Society. Wink, wink. Poetic Justice. And of course, A Nightmare Before Christmas, which we did last year. We might have to have a Christmas conversation this year because I don't know. I don't know, but anyway. And then Free Willy. As far as television goes, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was doing this thing. Martin, Living Single, Family Matters. These are all heavy hitters. Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World, The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers debuted. Beavis and Butthead premiered. We just grew up in a crazy era. Like these was all heavy hitters. As far as music go, Dr. Dre's Nothing But a G Thing. Snoop Dogg's What's My Name, Janet Jackson, The Way Love Goes. I love that song. It's such a vibe. SWV Week. Whew. Crazy. Tony Braxton, Another Sad Love Song. Wu-Tang Clan Into the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers album came out, and The Tribe Called Quest released Midnight Marauders. As far as video games and tech goes, Super Mario All-Stars was a must-have on the SNES. The Legends of Zelda, Link's Awakening continue to be popular on the Game Boy. Doom launched and changed first-person shooter forever. We remember that Doom on the computer. Different, bro. That was different back then. Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo were in one of gaming's greatest console wars. I love that. CDs were rapidly replacing cassette tapes. As far as sports, MJ. We leave it at that. We just MJ. Like that's enough said. As far as the vibes and the style, flannel shirts, baggy jeans, cross colors, Carl Kanai fashion, high top fades. I'm on my way. Don't worry. Roller rinks, malls, or the weekend hangouts, Pizza Hut buffet, blockbuster trips, and Saturday morning cartoons, of course. And that's pretty much the lay of the land. We ain't gonna get into any of the news at that time, but here is a fun fact as we leave this. Many people consider 1993 one of the greatest entertainment years ever, with classics arriving in theaters, groundbreaking hip hop albums, iconic sitcoms, and unforgettable kids shows of all time. That is a great point. Like we just talked about across the board. So we are back in 1993. At least we're about to go back to 1993 as we get in the time machine and Mia B takes us back.
All right, back in time to 1993 to discuss the classic, The Sandlot. In the summer of 1962, a new kid in town is taken under the wing of a young baseball prodigy and his rowdy team, resulting in many adventures. For cast, we have Tom Gurry as Scotty Smalls. We have, I'm sorry, I put his name down wrong. Give me a second.
I got a basketball
It
Jones.
be my autocorrect, right? It's
Ah,
I'm moving so fast when I'm doing my notes that I don't notice it until I'm reading it. Mike Vitar as Benny the Jet Rodriguez. Patrick Renna as Hamilton Ham Porter. Chauncey Lepardi as Michael Squints Palladorus. Marty York as Alan Yale McClennan. Brandon Quinton Adams, who was the man in the 90s, if you remember, as Kenny DeNunez. Grant Gelt as Bertram Grover Weeks. Shane Abedzinski as Tommy Repeat Timmons. Victor DiMaccia as Timmy Timmons. Dennis Leary as Bill. Karen Allen as Mom. Marley Shelton as Wendy. And the James Earl Jones as Mr. Myrtle. And then we also have an appearance from Mike Vitar's older brother, Pablo Vitar, who plays the adult version of Benny the Jet Rodriguez. And this film was released April 7th, 1993.
thank you for that, Mia B. We are now back in 93. And it's time to be kind and rewind. This was the Stoop Kid selection. Shout out to y'all. Stay active. Keep voting in. We love this every month. What a great audible that we made for the season 2 of the Childish Grown Up Show. So y'all keep on doing your thing. Ash, take us back to how you remembered this movie in your memory, and then what was the experience like this time?
You know what? As I was watching the film, I was wondering had I seen it all the way through because I feel like I did. I'm like, it's such a known movie, and I feel like I saw a glimpse and pieces of it. And I remember trying to watch it here recently with Anthony because I was like, oh, I think he might like it. So I do remember, but I don't think we finished it together. So honestly, I don't know that I've saw this movie in its entirety. Like I feel like because there were certain scenes that I did not remember and stuff like that. And I feel like if I saw it, I would just remember it more. I don't know. So I don't think I've seen it completely through. Um, so it felt like a press play on a lot of different things, but I found myself being extremely into it. It was very enjoyable. I was laughing and like it just put me in that nostalgic bag. Like, dang, kids just being outside, just summertime. It definitely was giving summertime vibes. Great, great pick by the Stoop Kids. Like, it really hit all the things. So yeah, watching it, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a really good movie to me, and I will have to throw it in rotation.
Low key. Mia, what about you?
Okay, so I remember watching this as a kid, but it wasn't one of those movies that I watched frequently as a kid. But as I got older, seeing how much of a cultural like staple it was, I started watching it more as I was a young adult. I probably watched it more in my 20s than I did when I was actually a kid. And I actually had a shirt with Ham on it and it said, "You're killing me, Smalls." And I had the merch. And it's always been a movie that I really enjoyed. So when the Stoop Kids picked it, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Definitely has that summer vibe, the real authentic children's nostalgic summer when you're outside with your friends every day playing, before we had the socials and the electronics and just you know, even though it's set in the 60s, it still had the feel of like the 80s and 90s. And I loved it. I still love it. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I think I have the same sentiments as Ash. I don't think I've seen this movie. I think I may have seen clips because I people used to say "You're killing me, Smalls" a lot, and I never caught the reference. I was so thrown off. I thought the little chubby boy was Smalls because I would see him on shirts and like see that quote, and I'm thinking like he's Smalls. That's how much I knew. I realized I was like, oh, I've never seen this. And the reason I haven't seen is because all those movies Ash had said, but there's a movie she did not say, and this is a big heavy hitter, and I think this movie fell under that for me, and it was Little Rascals. The what is it? The girl
The
she
He-Man Woman Haters Club.
yes, thank you. Like that, the alfalfa hair, like so. I always thought these were like the same movie or something, some weird like Mandela effect type thing. How we. But like watching it, I was like, I don't think I've seen this before. So it was like a press play for me. Watching it, I mean, this is the most summer movie out of all of our picks. I think as far as like what we think about summer in our style of nostalgia that we do on the pod, and I mean, from out the gate, like just everything about it, it's just I got a follow up question actually too. So, but it was just like it was slow starting, and then once I start picking up what's going on, it like okay, now we're picking up, and I realized quickly that like, oh, this is not just a baseball movie. Baseball is a character, and then when I realized that, then I started enjoying because I'm not a baseball fan. So, but I enjoyed this so much because when I realized what it was, I was like, oh, so yeah, this movie was like just crazy, and we know that they're putting out a sequel, spinoff sequel, the Dugout Dads. I don't know. Do we call it a?
I would say that's a spinoff because I'm pretty sure there's already a Sandlot 2. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think they got the original characters, but I think there's a Sandlot 2.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did see like a Sandlot 2 poster, but I want to ask y'all before we get into like the thing moments. Is there a summer like at all, like a summer memory that stands out to you? Like you don't have to remember the year, but like is there like if y'all don't know, and I know one off the gate, and I may have said this before, maybe I said it last year, I don't know, but there was a year where my mom and dad agreed with my aunt to let us stay with her. Ash stayed with our other cousin, but like stay with them for 2 weeks, and then on the flip side, our cousins would stay with us in Kentucky for 2 weeks. And those 4 weeks was like the best 4 weeks, especially like when we was in Indy living in Kentucky, because our cousins like we was like in Kentucky things were a lot slower. They were a little more fast paced. I know it's crazy for some people like Indiana, but it's a difference when you live in Kentucky. And they lived in apartments versus us living in a house, so they had a public pool, and they had a public basketball court. So it was like, oh, this is cool. Like we lived in a house, and I remember we would go to the pool and like, bro, we would be there trying to talk to girls all the time, bro. I still remember all damn near drowned, which everybody got an almost drowned story. I got that. That's definitely a different time though. I was way out of my league on that one. But I remember my cousins taught me to swim that summer. My younger cousins, they literally taught me how to swim, and I still know how to swim because of that. But I remember hollering at girls. We go hoop at the court. We'll walk down to the Walgreens with a little pennies in our pocket. Stay up at night eating cereal, watching South Park, Beavis and Butthead, Comedy Central. Just nasty ass bunk bed room, but we didn't care. Recording our voices on a computer because there was nothing else to do. This was voice memos before voice memos. We was acting like we was doing a radio show, like, hey, calm your radio down. Like we was doing all it, like it was the best boy summer ever. You know what I'm saying? And then they came to our world in Kentucky, and we had to show them like how it was. I still think it was better in Indy than it was when they came to us, but we still had a good time. But that summer will always be, when I think about summer as a kid, it's the best summer ever, bro. Like hands down.
That's good. That's a good one. I remember obviously I wasn't there, but I still remember a summer being around them too, because we were in that basketball court with the fence, and a dog ran in there.
Oh man,
a lot of dogs, man. Like a dog, a Lucy ran in there. Bro was like, "Catch, get back!" Like he saved me because he was juking the dog. Like he was over here breaking ankles, like so I could just run and get free. So he obviously was in that big brother
No, that's two.
protective.
That's two times that's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, because I forgot about that time. Okay.
Yeah, like that was when we was at JP and you was juking him on
I
the
remember that. Like,
basketball court. The dog wasn't even big, I remember, but again, when you someone who terrified, they all look big to me.
yeah, they're aggressive. They're aggressive. Then that's all you need to know. Like you ain't scared.
And then I remember being at the pool one time and little Donald, and he pushed me in the deep end, and I couldn't swim like that, and he pushed me in the deep end. And I was like, dang, it felt like I was drowning. And I don't know who helped me get out. But all I know is when I got out the pool,
oh man,
I could have beat the brakes off of him. Like, and y'all never let me get to him, obviously. Like, I got out. He thought it was so funny. I was enraged.
I remember that. Oh yeah.
I was chasing him. It was like, why do fools fall in love? So they ain't got no hair. Like, bro, I'm trying to like get to this man, and nobody will let me get to him. I was so bad.
Cause we knew you was gonna whoop him. Like we just knew.
I was ready. I was hot.
You know, Ash was tomboy, so you know she ain't. Hey, listen, she ain't too far from the brothers right now. So you better chill, bro.
I'm telling you, I was ready to.
That's a great memory right there. I forgot about that.
I'll never forget because I almost drowned. I'm like,
it get real like that deep end when you don't know how to swim, bro. You ain't got that your feet to catch you. You still like kind of like. You know,
that was not cool.
Nah, bro, that's that's one of the scariest things, bro. People don't know, like if you ain't never.
Yeah.
What about you, Mia? You got a memory that stands out about one of these summers back then?
Dude, I have so many, but I guess I can't remember the year, of course, because I'm a woman of a certain age now. But shout out to my childhood best friend, who's still my long distance bestie to this day. Her name is Lizzie. So our summers were spent at her house. Like I used to basically live at her house during the summer. Now, Lizzie is white. Disclaimer. So I just have distinct memories of she lived in, okay, if you're not familiar with the Cincinnati area, we have a Avondale, South Avondale, that's where I lived, and she lived in North Avondale, which was a little bit more well-to-do. Now, we was living hood rich a little bit. And don't get me wrong, because Lizzie was not like rich. Her family wasn't rich. It was just
a little better off, just a little bit.
Yeah, you know.
2-car garage.
So it was her mom and my mom, rest her soul, Mama Donna. Mama C can attest to this. Her mom and my mom were super tight because me and her were so tight, and they just related on that level because her parents were like hippies, like that type of, and her mom took me in every summer. And I remember coming home and my hair looking crazy because they had a membership to the swim club, and we would go swimming like every day. And then of course I'm Black. They don't got nothing but herbal essence and Pantene Pro V in the shower, and I'm washing my hair and it's just dry and like crazy. But I was having so much fun. We used to play, like we had the biggest imaginations. I remember spending days in her room, literally just telling each other fictional stories that we made up on the spot in our head, like, or playing Coyote Ugly and taking her mom's hair products and mixing them like we were bartenders and dancing on top of her little chest in her room like we were bartenders at Coyote Ugly. And we would walk to the corner store, which was like maybe a mile from her house, and we would just put all of our little money together and go to the corner store, the Dairy Queen, and buy a whole bunch of snacks and food and just go back to her house. And like those were my best summer memories. So shout out to Lizzie Busy. That's my girl.
Shout out to Lizzie.
Shout out to Lizzie. You just spawned so much, but I know we don't have the time for it. But Ash, Bubba's back house. You already knew. As soon as she said that, our fake drive through in the hood apartments. And then other memory of her talk about just making up stories on the spot. Bro, I told this lie so many times to my cousins, I believed it. Like how I lost my virginity. I didn't, bro. I didn't lose my virginity. I was definitely still V gang out here, lying, telling the same story. I was in the hallway, and it was just me and her in the lockers, and bro, lying, saying the same. I know we're all lying. Maybe one of my cousins wasn't lying, like because he had motion, but like we were lying, like. And they say, "Tell me the story again, lump. Tell me how it go." And then you always find a new detail to add. I told that story so.
You know what? That was the most tourist thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh,
just embellishing.
I mean, my younger cousin was already getting active. I couldn't like, what was I gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, I'm looking like a real like in that time, you know. But anyway, that's
Another really funny, cute little fact about my girl Lizzie. She had these super expensive American Girl dolls that her grandma would get her. And if you know American Girl dolls, like they were collectible dolls. We used to be frying and dyeing them dolls' hair to the sides, hairspray, flat iron. She was braiding them. And now Lizzie just so happens to be a very successful hairstylist. And I always said when we were kids that she was going to grow up and be a hairstylist because of the way she used to lay them dolls.
Wow.
that's fire.
Dope.
That's
That
fire.
is dope.
That's fire. Well, I don't have a lot of like pre-note questions. I think the film alone could be just a great discussion. But I did want to give that kind of personal adage to it because I do think that this is our last movie of our summer rotation, which is obviously like I keep saying this is my favorite, but I think our next one might be a close contender. You know, I can't wait to see what happens there. But getting into the movie, The Sandlot, Mia, you were more familiar with this than any of us. So where do you want to start? What do you want to discuss?
I think the best place to start would be talking about Smalls and him coming to the neighborhood as the new guy, the new kid, his relationship with Bill, his stepdad, and wanting to make friends. We're introduced through his narration as an adult, and he's telling the story about how his first friend that he made in his new town, Benny, changed his life really and saved his summer, was the reason why he was able to make friends and, you know, have an amazing summer that year. So we see Smalls or Scotty is, probably about 10, 11, 12. I'm not good at gauging children's ages anymore because I'm a woman of a certain age. But um he's shy. You can tell he doesn't know anything about baseball. He keeps asking Bill, "Can you teach me how to play catch?" He's super uncoordinated. He him and Bill are trying to play catch. He gets whacked in the eye with the ball, gets a black eye. And so he's scared to go play at the Sandlot, but he wants to make friends, and his mom wants him to make friends. And she's telling him, go get in some trouble, do something, get out of this house and go make some friends. So he goes out there, puts on a brave face. And even though he's terrible, he still tries. He doesn't know where, you know, what is it, left center is
Mhm.
in the field. Like he's just
Green.
completely out of his depth with these kids who, to them, baseball is life. But Benny, you see, Benny is that kid who you can tell makes space for everybody. He wants everybody to feel included because all the other boys are like, "Hey, get this guy out of here. Get your mans. Whose mans is this?" And Benny's like, "No, he gives us a full team and we're gonna let him play." And he kind of loosens Smalls up, tells him like, "You really just have to have fun. If you just start having fun, it'll come easier to you." And then we start to see Smalls, his attitude and his situation shift a little bit, and he can start being an actual kid.
Yeah. Yeah, Smalls, I wonder what made him kind of like want to get into baseball. Was that like the thing he just was like, because I'm like, did he know the Sand? Did he already see the Sandlot? Like, what made him want to just get out the gate, start playing baseball was my curiosity. But yeah, him trying to bond with Bill, and he's just a workaholic, but that's a running theme on a lot of films that we watch, one or the other of the parents. So clearly, that's his stepdad. And so he's still in that weird phase, calling him Bill or dad, whatever his comfortability is. And his mom finally catching Bill's attention, like, Bill, like, give him 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's give him 30 minutes. Because she knows he's going to keep working. Like, in a little bit, you're going to keep working. Something else is going to come up. You're going to get a call, whatever. So he goes out there, obviously, and then you get hit in the face, boy. It was insane. And then, like, the New York strip on the face was, like, outrageous. Like, down to put bills on their face. Boy. Hey man, he put the New York strip on his joint, but which was disgusting work.
Hey, you know they still cooking that.
Yeah, he put the medium rare on there. But and then Benny, Benny, you can tell he's like dedicated to baseball, baseball's life, leader of the squad. He probably was the oldest, looks like obviously the oldest, and you could tell the team really trusted him. They all just wanted to be together. Like he said in the narration, like they weren't keeping score, like they just was playing until they didn't want to play anymore. So I thought that was dope. Just being outside, like I said, until whenever. Because you're never really bored, especially when you're with people that you like to hang out with. Like, I'm only going in because my parents probably told me, oh, you got school, homework, whatever. So otherwise, we outside the rest of the day. And so yeah, that's what I got about Smalls and Benny and Bill.
Yeah, it is funny though. I was thinking about the mom, like I think we read, like I'll be reading between the lines, and like when she was like really pressing the issue, like, hey, you need to go out there and throw the ball. Well, I knew what that was, even in '62. That was, oh, you busy now, but eventually you ain't gonna be busy. You're gonna be looking for something. So I suggest you go out here with my son and go throw this damn baseball. But it's hilarious. Like that whole thing, like not being able to even throw the ball was insane. Like he ran, even when he got with the kids, he ran all the way back. Like, here you go. Like, bro, that is crazy. But you always know a Benny in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like there's always this guy in the neighborhood that, or this girl, or just this person that will embrace you as the new person on the block or the new person on the school bus, that they be like, hey, what's your name? You know what I mean? Where you from? Blah, blah, blah. You know, that warms things up for. And it's interesting in a movie like this because we see this kind of nerd-ish character because he is like very smart. We see like his projects in the house, but we see that this was so important to be able to like flip that narrative. And this is the type of stuff I like about older films, where it's like, this is realistic. Like he's the nerdy kid. He's uncoordinated, but he's willing to get coordinated. He's willing to figure out, even if he don't care that much about baseball, he ain't so nerdy that he gonna be stuck, you know what I mean, doing in the house. He's trying. And shout out to Benny, just making the way clear for him, and then just giving him the process, the science of how you need to do it. When he thought about it, it's like, oh, that's how you do it. And they can get past all that. So I loved like this idea of introducing him to these other kids, and the kids clowning them. And that's the way we grew up. That ain't bullying. Like today they would look at that as bullying. That's not bullying. That's like kind of, I hate, for lack of a better term, but breaking you in, kind of like, you know, trying to see what you made of, just to see if you could really be down with us as we about to, you know, do what we do out here on this Sandlot, on these streets. So really love that. Like that whole introduction was just amazing, and it was just super funny. He had that nasty ball cap on, you know what I'm saying? Benny, that bills on their face. Like, bro, that bill was insane. When I see that, I said, why does he have this? What is wrong with his hat?
Bro, who gave him that hat?
Dog.
Put that in the later section. Get the step it up.
Listen, not the hat is the character that gotta go.
That's not the hat. That's funny.
The hat is crazy.
But see, even then, Benny gave him his hat. Like, nah, you gotta take that off. Here, you can have my other one.
The brim on that mug was.
Man, it was like, it was so crazy, bro. Hey, I just gotta say, just speaking about Benny a little bit, man, I really like this dude, bruh. I was like, man, I messed with Benny, bro. Like, I was like, he would definitely have been like the leader of the group, and I would have been like, bro, I am so cool to be his sidekick in this sense because he's such a, like he's the all man in that group. Like he's very talented, he's very skilled, but he's also down to earth. He's courageous and he's smart. He just got the whole thing working for him, bro. And I mess with Benny for real, bro. Like.
Absolutely. Benny is the favorite. And I love how he encouraged Smalls. And as soon as he told him, like, if you were having fun, you probably would have caught that ball. And the next time he went out for a catch, he caught it. And as soon as he did, you see all the other boys like, oh, okay, he cool. Like immediately, like, oh yeah, let's play some ball. And I'm telling you, just having one person extend an olive branch to you and pull you in is really all you need, especially somebody with influence like Benny.
I agree. That's all it takes. That one person, man. It changes your world. And you see it change Smalls his whole summer. So like, and he just couldn't get the mechanics right. You know what I mean? You could tell he was giving like engineer vibes. Like the boy finna be making
Oh
bag.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like what you're built like a lot of kids that be in there building, and I'm like, yo, your architects, all type of like they really be locked in. But once he let his hair down and just was in the moment, he was just he perfection. I feel like initially he's just trying to get the mechanics together, but it's like, bro, just go with the flow, man.
Yeah, nah, it was dope, and I love too. Like, I will speak a little bit later on Benny. Like, obviously the kind of climax of the film, but one of the interesting things is like the whole premise of Hercules on the other side of the fence. Again, like so much of this is like again like I know kids today won't understand because the world is so different, but like us being outside, we had checkpoints, check marks. You can't go past here, you can go past here. And if you can't go further out, you say, hey, don't go over there because that dog be getting loose or that dog look like he about to hop the fence, so they don't put a chain on their dog. Or, it's always something, bro. And it's like all these rumors over there. That person, that old man that lived in that house over there, they said, so like seeing this whole like legend being played out in real time, it was just amazing because it was like that's how it used to be. Whatever, because it wasn't like the internet. It's like it's whatever's the rumor, and if enough people are saying it, those are facts. You know what I mean? Back in the day, like, hey, no, let me look this up real quick. That's a fact, because 10 people have said this. So, but yeah, I kind of got mine. It's like I got like full, just different moments. And my next one was like the pool scene.
Chat.
I definitely have squints for sure.
Yeah, well, go ahead, go get into it. Let's talk about Squints in that pool scene, man.
Dude, Squints is a wild boy.
Oh man,
like, and he said like he been looking at Wendy year after year after year. It's like the boy was advanced, like trying to drown intentionally, so you can get a kiss from the girl that you just been watching for years. It's very disturbing, but it's kind of genius from a young boy. Like it worked. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is wild behavior, mm-hmm. but he got it off. Like,
I mean,
it's crazy. So when I watch it, I'm laughing, but I'm like, it really worked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we live for that at that age, at 10.
Because you got to take yourself in his like little boy mind. I mean, and I don't know how old Wendy was. What age would y'all gauge that she probably was?
Okay. If they were, I'm going to say 12, between 12 and 14. Because it looked like Benny probably was about
Benny was up there. He at least 13, at least.
And the youngest of them was probably like 12, 11, 12. I would say Wendy looked like she was about 16.
Yeah, I was going to say 15, 16. Okay. Mm-hmm. Squints looked mad young. I mean, I'm sure he's in that, but he really was giving like a super young boy. But yeah, the he did it. They got kicked out the pool. And then like when he went back to the fence, Wendy was kind of into it. Like it's crazy. She was kind of like, that was pretty good.
And
you know what I mean?
He pulled her later too.
Clearly, he pulled her later. 9 kids is wild.
Like,
That
come
is, hey, all in there, all there with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, shout out to Squints, boy. I love this scene. I love the. I'm actually a big fan in film, television, pool scenes. I love pool scenes. Like something about I like pools in real life, and then just seeing them like we did ATL last year. I'm not going to mention one of my favorite movies, but because it may come up as one of the picks. But there's a pool scene in there that's really good. Some of the videos, rap videos, you used to see classic pool scenes look like the time of people's life. So seeing them at this public pool, and of course I'm getting that off, but like the way he, like again, it still reminded me of like me and Ash, like fake catching the Holy Ghost. You know what I mean? Like like passing out. You know what I mean? Like church days. This was like that. Like the fact that he committed all the way to the eyes closed. To like, is he alive? Is he breathing? Just to wait to get one moment. No, her head is turned. To give them the cheese moment. I said, oh, I love this movie. Oh my god, because it's like that's what we were on. Like it's like at that age, you're not trying to have sex, bro. Like you're really not, like that time, you're trying to get a good hug, maybe a good peck, maybe some holding hands. That but and so him getting that off was just so fun. I loved it. I love this whole scene. What was you about to say, Mia?
No, like his face after that cheat, it was so funny because, and then Smalls in his narration acknowledged like he was super wrong for that, but also kind of genius.
Mm-hmm.
And every time he went back and looked through the gate because they got banned from the pool, Wendy would smile at him. It was like it was kind of the okay, you got one over on me, you little shit. But I see you. That was brave. That was smooth. And now we got 9 kids. Like,
Bruh.
but
Like,
Boy putting it down.
hey, listen, that smile, I didn't even want to screenshot and send it to you, bro. Because the moment he does that smile, it's so funny because Ham looks at him, he's like, wait, what? Like he was so confused. And like he had the biggest smile, and then he goes, I said, yo, this is classic. This is
like,
legendary.
did you plan that? I've been planning it for months.
Bro, I've been planning this all week, son. You know what I mean? Like, so amazing. I got the night game, kind of the 4th of July. Y'all got anything y'all want to talk about in that regard?
Not have that in my notes, but
yeah, I just thought the premise was interesting. I think that like, oh, we got the night game because it's like this is the only game day of the year that we could play at night because it's lit up throughout the night because of the 4th of July. And again, gosh, this movie just make you hug yourself, like because you're just like you're getting those nostalgia goosebumps to the highest levels. Like this is what it was. Like now we're grown. I don't want to be around no fireworks. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? July 5th, shut it down.
don't get started, please.
Bruh, but back then, as a kid, seeing those lights, those explosions, different styles of fireworks, and just feeling that liveliness, like, bro, that was exciting. People outside in the neighborhood got the the fire. Like, this was so freaking good, bro. Like, I just really enjoyed it. It's because this movie is like the epitome of being outside. Like what we say, like, oh, right. You went outside. This is the epitome of that.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to get into next, Ash? Because like I said, mine's just broken down into
right
like sections also. But
me too. I had like the baseball game. I put pros versus shows.
Okay.
Remember that show? That was a good show.
Yeah, pros versus shows. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of put that because I thought that was dope too. Ham and I don't know the dude name where they was having a Jonas session.
Mm-hmm.
That was so good. And like man. They both was hitting too. Like I wish I would have wrote them down, but I didn't.
I know.
But like they was Jonas, so like they saw them all pull up on a bike. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Three Ninjas too. Like how to they just come up to your territory and then like y'all ready for the smoke. Whatever's gonna happen, go happen. Ham, he was not shy of holding his tongue. Benny was the oldest, but Ham was really, really with it. So he was up there and he already put the game out. You know what I mean? First, everybody else was like, even Benny was like, yeah. He's like, we'll kick your butts or something. And then everybody just kind of like going along with it. And so you hit like a girl, or whatever. You play
Yeah.
ball like a girl, whatever he said.
Yeah, that crossed the
Hey,
line right there.
dude was getting the waterwork. Why did you just?
Hey,
Yo, he was getting emotional on that one.
that
And
got him.
then, right. So then you want to play at your turf. You know what I mean? Y'all think because y'all got the fancy uniforms, you got the field, like y'all finna do damage. Worked. They worked them. I was like, even Ham hitting the home run. Like I didn't know how Ham was like for real, for real. If he
Uh-huh.
liked that,
Uh-huh.
hey man,
Hey,
everybody hitting them out the park. Like that is killing them boys out there.
mm-hmm.
It was very impressive because again, we just kind of see them playing around and like so for them to play against another team and they killed them, it was like, oh, they really like them.
Yeah.
So it was even more fulfilling. I'm like, they talking shit and they backing it up.
Yeah.
I thought that was fire.
Yeah, it's crazy because we did roll bounce in this rotation, and it's that same concept of going against Sweetness and the Sweetwater Boys or whatever. And I thought that's what made the movie again like a first watch. There's so many excellent moments executed. They was go that crap face and all, like just these super immature things, but it was nothing that was like nothing is factual. You know what I mean? Like now I feel like if kids go back and forth, they'll try to have like factual info on you, type intel on you or something. But like it's just like, bro, this ain't nothing about this facts. But like that's when I realized this is not a baseball movie. Like this is baseball as a character, but it's not the focus of the movie more so. Because I was like, oh, they just brushed that off. Like, you know, like we talked about in ATL where we like, oh, the competition or whatever. Like they just brushed that off. Like, and that's funny too, because it's like when you play sports in the neighborhood, or if you're good at something, neighborhood, jump rope, racing, whatever it is, and it's like there's people that's really on the track team or people that really do like summer leagues and stuff, and then you like clean them up real nice in the neighborhood. Like, bro, there's nothing better. When it's like, bro, I don't care if you're on the basketball team. I'm about to show you what's up. We in these streets right now, you know. So them coming and cleaning them up with the regular clothes. Come on, bro. All right, man, that was fire. Where you want to go, Mia?
See, okay, so I feel like we can talk about um, Smalls and the baseball.
Oh,
The great Bambino signed baseball,
mm-hmm.
and how he didn't even know who Babe Ruth was.
Boy,
That's how little he knew about baseball. And so his stepdad, Bill, has this signed baseball and he takes it out to play with. And, he does it. He's none the wiser because when the boys bring up, the great Bambino, he doesn't know who they're talking about. He's just pretending to know because he wants to fit in. So, of course, the ball gets hit over the fence of the beast, the neighborhood legend dog, who hundreds of baseballs have gone over that fence, never to be seen again. And he's like, wait, I got to get this ball. It was my stepdad's. And he's like, some lady gave it to him. Like, she even signed her name, Ruth, the baby Ruth. And they're like, Babe Ruth. And so chaos ensues, and that's the
yes.
pickle he said that he had gotten in this summer that changed his life.
Mm-mm-mm.
But so now they're on a journey to get this baseball back, but luckily Bill is out of town. So they don't have to get it back today. They got a little time to figure it out, but they're doing everything they can. Engineering, um, they're Ocean's 11 dropping from the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to
Mission
get
Impossible.
right. Mission Impossible. That's the one. Well,
Mm.
they did it, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I feel you. I feel you.
We here. Heist movie, whatever. So they try to hit the ball, but everything they do, the beast just and as time goes on, you start to see the ball just get more and more beat down. And it's like, oh Lord, even if you do get the ball back at this point, you screwed either way because the ball is ruined.
Yeah, it's cooked. Yeah,
Where's the beef?
yeah, that was again, I just got such high praise for this movie because it's like the movie has a simple premise, but if you've lived around this time, again, this takes place in the '60s, but it came out in the '90s, and so I feel like a lot of the generations and things that were going on weren't that far different in the sense of activities, like of course tech and everything advanced, but so seeing is something like that where like, okay, this is our mission now. Like you got friends in the neighborhood. Like this is our mission now. We normally play baseball, but now every time we get together when we come outside, all right, y'all gonna be outside tomorrow. We're gonna try again tomorrow. We're gonna try to get it back tomorrow. Like, all right, yeah, we're gonna try. All right, okay, cool. Where we gonna meet at? We're gonna meet at Sandlot, and then you can see it like in real life. Like, okay, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come up with this plan like every day, and it's getting closer to Bill coming back, and it just, as that happens, let's go ahead and give it up to the man Benny, man. Like.
Speaking of which, we have an appearance from Art LaFleur as the Babe Ruth character in Benny's dream. Because our boy Benny has a dream and Babe Ruth basically tells him, like, just go get it. Mm-hmm. You gotta be the hero of this story. Mm-hmm. And he takes that seriously because it's the great Bambino. And so shout out to our boy Benny.
Yeah. I think that gesture is what put him over the top, to set him to be able to go to the league. I think because he was already good at it. It was effortless to him, of course. He running with his guys. He elevating their game. But I think it put him over the top because what Ash said earlier with Ham, when Ham was going back and forth with the other baseball team or whatever, and he's kind of like passive about it. You know what I mean? And even then with the crew, sometimes he was passive until he spoke up, and he had influence. But I think he needed to really show something like different. In this moment, like, I'm really the leader. I'm really him. And so him making that decision to hop in and then, like, bro, proceed to get chased like all through the city. Like, this was,
oh my goodness.
Like, but you best believe when you getting chased by a dog, you never running out of stamina, bro.
Unlimited stamina.
Unlimited stamina, bro. Like, you take, and then you get the like, bro. Before that, you got all of the juice of the world. You got unlimited cheat codes right now, bro. But anyway, go ahead, Ash. What you want to say about business?
Man, shout out to Benny. Like, you're real, and like you say, he exuded leadership qualities, but he didn't like step into it. You know what I mean? Like, he was just naturally, like, they just navigated toward him because he wasn't like overly aggressive or like trying to be a leader. He just was. And sometimes you just are. So This was the moment where, like you said, he's intentional. Like, all right, we've been trying everything. We didn't got all the mechanics out. Smalls did all the engineering to try to, and they were so close. You know what I mean? And Monster, I mean, we know his name was Hercules later, but they were called,
The Beast.
Oh, the Beast. And the Beast? Hey, when they kept saying how, like, he ate a kid, like, I was like, I'm not believing it, right? Mm-hmm. But all the activity that the Beast was doing, I'm like, I gotta believe he really did eat that kid, bro. Because, like, what's going on? Like, yo, when I tell you that Benny got that ball, he wasn't going. Like, my boy jumped. He was jumping over fences, tables. Hey. Like, he matching Benny's energy. Like, this dog is mad old, and he like putting boots to the ground. I'm like, yo, he ate that kid.
Hey, that dog would have got Air Bud. That dog would have got Air Bud up out of here, bro.
Listen, I'm like, there's no way this dog wants this ball that bad. I'm like, my goodness, he just,
bruh, he jumping over cakes. Like, bruh, they running through parks. Like, bruh, this dog, like, it was relentless, dude.
Bro, you remember that dog? We was on our street. I don't know if we had just got off the bus. It was a black dog. It had a lot of fur, and we just turned around or something. And he was just like, all the fur was like, he looked like the biggest dog. We was
out of there.
We like split, whatever. Like, we was doing whatever we got to do.
Y'all notice we always got dog stories, bro. Like,
a lot of dog stories.
For real.
Knowing we're scared of dogs is literally hilarious.
Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
Because she got a pet. That's why she got a dog. So she's looking at it like,
my fur child is right over.
Your dog vicious?
He's not vicious at all. No.
He don't bite. They all say that.
No. They always do.
Not bite. He
They do
does.
do everything but bite.
I'm not as scared anymore. Like I don't see a dog and be like, oh my god, you know what I mean? But now there is some that are just entirely too big where I just don't even want to be in your vicinity. And you may be friendly, but that's not my thing. So I'm gonna fall back. But
See, Lizzie had two German shepherds for real, and they
Uh,
really was vicious. But they knew me, so I was cool. But hey,
mm-mm.
but see, if I ain't a part of the cool group, like I can't come over on a
I
one
know.
off and then you like aggressive towards me, because then it's like
Yeah.
I may not come around enough to be cool with you, but I need you to be cool. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, dang, I gotta like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm bothered.
Yeah. One more scene before, and then we just kind of spew our like last little random thoughts. The fair scene. Yeah. So they was thrown up on a rock because they ate tobacco. Bruh, again, like this is 60s, of course, but like this is
They're
like
addicted.
this is the ignorant stuff you do. Like, okay, we didn't chew tobacco, but we got a version of this, something, somehow, some way. Maybe take a sip of your mom or your dad's cup. You know what I mean? Or maybe somebody, some people they probably tried to smoke a cigarette and like coughed up a storm because they didn't know what. Like, there's a version of this in every kid's story, especially in this era of getting those special tapes, just taking a risk that's just insane, has nothing to do with nothing. And them doing that and just vomiting everywhere was like, wow, bruh.
Lord.
That was nasty work.
It
Like
really
the
was.
fact that dude was so excited to come off the tobacco, like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. Like he couldn't wait to pull out the tobacco. First of all, where did you get it? Like maybe he had siblings or his dad. I don't know. He got it in his secret stash, but
Mhm.
I'm like, y'all, that's what y'all get. Bad asses over here chewing tobacco, thinking you're grown, and you're throwing up on the you're throwing up on the Ferris wheel while you're chewing tobacco. Disgusting work. That's what you get.
It is so funny because that's what baseball players are notoriously known for doing, chewing tobacco. They just wanted to be real authentic
Yeah, authentic.
baseball players so bad. But nah, y'all need to cut it out.
Yeah,
Right. That's what you got. Yeah, y'all deserve that right there.
yeah, man. Uh, yeah, crazy work. Man. That see they had they. I don't know. I don't think Big Shoe was out yet. That's what they needed. They just needed Big Chew, the make big leagues, Big Chew gum. You know what I mean? Instead, like give us that. That's what we could take. But yeah. Any other little parts of your notes that you just wanted to shine a light on a little bit about this movie before we get into our later categories?
Yeah, so I did want to talk about them saving Hercules, returning him to Mr. Myrtle, and like finding out that he knew Babe Ruth, that he played, baseball until he went blind, and had, him giving Smalls the ball signed by all of the 1927 Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a really cool moment because it is a trope in the 90s movies. If you look back at like Home Alone and all those, the mean neighbor or the scary neighborhood legend is really just a cool old person with a cool story if you actually have to talk to them and get to know them. So they have to return Hercules home.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks it's so funny, that they lost their baseball. He's like, I would have gave it to you. And like, of course, because Squint told them like he's the meanest old man in the whole neighborhood. They all start beating up on Squint. So he's like, but we got the ball back, didn't we? It's like, yeah, but no.
Right. Yeah. They start beating the heck out of him.
Yeah. And it was like these kids are so funny. But I thought it was a really heartwarming moment. Now I love anything James Earl Jones, that voice. He is just it's just an iconic. Anytime he speaks, it's profound, and he doesn't have to be saying too much of anything. But I thought his moment was really cool, especially for these boys who are such huge fans of baseball and Babe Ruth, to meet this guy who played with him and knew him and almost broke his record, and to he's like, I'll trade you. Because that was a really kind gesture.
Mm-hmm.
Give up that ball that probably meant a whole lot to him, to this kid, just because he was going to get in trouble, which he still did, but not as much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he already knew. He was like, "Oh, this is a death wish." You know what I mean? So he knew. He like, "Boy, you cooked for real." Um, yeah, James Earl. I always like seeing him on screen. He seemed really jolly in this one, so that was like a refreshing to see. Like he was definitely hitting the all 32 with the smiles, like with the shades. Like he was feeling very like excited to have company. Like most of the time, those people they just want somebody to come sit and talk with them for a little bit. Your dog is awful. So the fact that Hercules was doing all that rumbling and rambling and like you didn't come out one time to see what was going on, but I guess he's just so accustomed to his behavior that he just let him rock out. But like still, I was like the whole time I was thinking like, where's the owner? Because he needs to be put down at this point.
In Hercules' defense, they was coming over his fence. That's his house.
I'm just saying, but also,
You're messing with him. And
but
as
still, like you ain't come out one time.
he was a big teddy bear, he licked Scotty right in the face.
And then when they was like, "Help me," when Scotty was like, "Help, let's get him under," like everybody look at it like, because real life he ate that kid, and on top of that, with y'all, I ain't getting them from under the thing. Like you was really trying to take me out, low key. I'm gonna have to leave
Yeah,
you
bro,
where you at.
you chased me for like 25 minutes, bro.
Luckily, Benny is just a stand-up guy.
He really is,
I
man. Shout
said
out
that
to
I would
Benny.
I knocked on your owner's door, then one of them, and hey, but I mean he blind, but we didn't know that, so. I might have, I might not have. You tried to kill me. That's what I'm thinking.
As a kid,
And so it was either you or me. And hey.
Hey, no, that's kid logic. Now, who, real quick, who was it that they was hitting on? Like they kept hitting on, like one of their friends. They got mad at, and they just kept hitting them for the longest. I was like, bro, this is so real. Like they got mad at one of the friends in the group, and then they just kept hitting. Like, come on,
With the squints.
Was it Squints? What did he do that they? I maybe after the poop thing. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was something though. I was laughing at it because I was like, yo, they OD on hitting them. Like
that was the part where he had told them not to go knock on the door. And then so when Mr. Myrtle was like, I would have just gave you the ball back, and they were all started hitting him like
okay.
He's like, hey.
Okay. All right. Well, that is the movie. I think we did a great job with
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we do have to just acknowledge the ending of the movie where Benny made it to the pros and Smalls is the announcer and they're still tight. And I think that little piece of the movie made me a little emotional because it's just like you see him and he still has the ball, the old ball and the, in a little case. And then he has the picture of all the boys on the wall and he's looking at Benny and Benny's looking at him and they're giving each other the thumbs up as adults after he's told us this story. And I just thought it was a beautiful way to end the movie and wrap it up after you find out, what happened to all the rest of the boys to know that they're still close to each other.
Yeah, that's actually a good point because it keeps us reminded that this is a special summer. It's not like every day or this is just the world they live in. This is a special particular summer that we got to spend with the boys, and now they're grown, like similar to us. And so, great point bringing that ending out.
Changed their lives.
It really did. Just like the summers we shared. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. This really took me back in that warm fuzzy feel. Us talking about all of our summers and this movie has been great. But yeah, I love the narration of where they are now. I always like, even though this isn't based on a true story, like that makes it even more fire too. It's like, oh, they still kind of put that in there. Like I thought that was pretty dope, and I like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, this is we'll have a conversation later when we do our second 2-year anniversary. But this is definitely
he's not vicious, and here he is barking all in the background.
See, that's how they do you, ain't it? But this movie is definitely up there for high on like the top tier feel good movies. this is up there. It's gonna be hard to look, when we look back at our season 2 movies. We had to really take a look, but yeah. But all right, Ash, character you relate to or identify with the most?
I went with Smalls' mom.
Hmm.
Just wanting that for Anthony, get out of your comfort zone, continue to make friends, try to uncover new hobbies and interests, and just interact, like be in the moment, put the socials down. Like I encourage him. So like the fact that he likes basketball, allow him to meet so many new friends, and like, I'm just curious to see how his journey takes off. You know what I mean? His childhood. Yeah.
Okay, Mia.
My bad. My dog is embarrassing me of all the days for him to be embarrassing me. I actually said mom too. Because yeah, much the same, wanting my daughter to make friends and encouraging her to get out of her comfort zone and be social and, trying to push her towards her gifts and, encourage her to be outgoing because she can be a little bit shy sometimes, but she has a huge personality. And I know, she's a very social girl when she has the right encouragement. And so yeah, I went with mom because definitely didn't relate to any of them little boys.
I originally had like just the whole boy collective, but since it's an individual, I probably go Squints. Definitely was on that type of time, like as a young.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely was trying to get the girl. Going through extreme measures to get the girl and didn't get the girl. Didn't at all. Like, are we hooping? We playing shirts and skins? I'll be skins. Like, just try to do whatever, like to get the girl. You don't get the girl, but definitely him. And plus, I think he had a little bit of sauce. You know what I mean? I think he had a little bit of sauce. That's fried. Had a little bit of sauce for it. Him to be like at least had a kind of nerdy look or whatever. She definitely gave him the eyes like Felicia gave Mike after he got his ass whooped. Yeah, I remember. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Get to stepping. Character you could do without. Mia.
I didn't have anybody.
Ash.
I didn't have anyone either.
I got the other baseball crew. If I have to pick, but again, we get a classic. We get a classic Jonan session, so
Yes.
that's what even makes it hard. But we don't really need the crew like that. So I'm okay with it. I'm not saying it. If I had to choose, I would choose them. But it's hard because I really like that Jonan session. That was fire. It added to the aesthetic of being a kid in the summer. So I guess I disregard that. But if I had to, I would pick them. Lines that deserve to be slimed. Ash.
Yeah, I have the leader. I would have put the leader, but I need that Jones session, so I just had to keep him in there. We wouldn't get that.
Yeah, that's why I say I probably got to keep him.
I just got a few. For the mom, she said a lot, so I didn't capture all of it. But like, get out, get some fresh air, scrape your knees, get into trouble for crying out loud. And she's like, what parent is saying that? You know what I mean? So clearly, she's like pushing you to get out there and make it happen. This is from Benny. Man, this is baseball. You gotta stop thinking. You just gotta have fun. And then from the Dream Babe Ruth, heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you'll never go wrong.
Okay, Mia.
Okay, I have that one, that Babe Ruth one, but I also have this is Benny, I think, because I did not write down who said what I was writing down. Smalls, Babe Ruth is the greatest baseball player that ever lived. Oh, this is Benny. People say he was less than a god, but more than a man. Like Hercules or something. That ball you just aced to the beast is worth, well, more than your whole life, man. I have okay, I had the Babe Ruth line. I have this is Ham. If my dog was as ugly as you, I'd shave his butt and tell him to walk backwards. And then I have this is Ham and Smalls. It's like, do you want s'more? Some more what? No, do you want s'more? I haven't had anything. How can I have more of nothing? You're killing me, Smalls.
Man, trying to be patient.
That was all.
I only got one line. I can't remember. It's from the young. I don't remember. I remember the kid, but I don't know his name. But it was just when they would get the introduction of Smalls to the crew. He says, "The kid is a L7 weenie, Oscar Mayer even, foot long." So it's just like he was really putting it on to Benny Checker, but like he was like weenie, like calling somebody a weenie is hilarious back then. And then I just had some lady named Baby Ruth. Things you would change about the movie or what you think they didn't get right. Ash.
I did have one more. It was one of the friends at the pool. He's like, "Yeah, he looks pretty crappy." Like it was just so funny.
That was yeah.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I was kind of looking at him like, "Yo, you wow." I didn't have anything on things they didn't get right.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything either.
I didn't have anything either. It's just truly a perfect.
What?
Yeah, this is a perfect movie. Like for what they wanted to do, because they stuck the landing. They really did. Like this movie's like this is a flawless movie to be honest. She fried.
You wild.
She put the whole extra put
I
the
thought I was having a heart attack.
Oh,
put the what's the father and son, what's
Sanford and
putting the
Son.
Sanford and Son. Hey, y'all know the story about that? He they said he acted so many times like having a heart attack in shows where people would laugh at him when he had a real heart attack. People thought he was playing, bro.
that is crazy.
Because he played it so much.
Like, so he really had one?
He had a real one and died, bro.
Oh,
they still thought like, hey, stop playing, bro. Like rest in peace. But he's a comedian. Like that's a funny thing for him. But like, oh man. All right. More of the story in your opinion. Mia B.
I said one summer can change your life.
Ash.
Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. Take advantage of the summer, man. Take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like that was a thing for us back then. So seeing this movie just reminded me of how we really would take advantage. Like we wanted every moment before it's back to school shopping, school, all that. Like, bro, we want every moment of the summer. We'll be counting it down like, dang, we got school in 2 weeks. You know, so yeah, I remember how it was. But that is our movie review for The Sandlot. And unfortunately, that concludes our summertime vibe rotation. Damn. Got to wait till next year to get back into this really fun. And this is obviously a category we need after our Mother's Day and Father's Day. So it really brings things up a lot for us. So I really enjoy this. But Mia B has introduced us to a new category that I think is going to be wonderful. You want to tell them the category and lead that into the pick that you have. We do not talk before getting on the pod about what each other chooses. So this is an authentic reaction from me and Ash. So Mia, the floor is yours.
Okay, so being that it's coming into August and back to school time is upon us, we are introducing our school days category, Word to Spike Lee. And my pick is first, and I decided to go with another deep cut. Another unhinged deep cut because I like to make y'all squirm a little bit.
Oh no, not that type.
So in honor of the beautiful and amazing Anne Hathaway's success with her new film, The Odyssey, in a moment of serendipity, I just happened to be scrolling because I already had my movie picked. I already had it picked. It was equally as unhinged, but a little bit more popular, right? I'm scrolling through Instagram and a post comes up and it said, just reminding you that this film exists. And I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. This could not have come at a better time because this is the one. This is the one, and it's going to give Mo
oh no.
a couple of gray hairs in that high top.
Oh no.
2005, a movie called Havoc drops. A high school drama that, boy, oh boy, is this a doozy.
Oh wow. I've never heard of this.
think 13, but like
Oh
my God,
but
Mia.
more manageable,
with
like
an added element of danger.
13, Mia.
she tried to get us some numbers. That's what that is. She trying to get the numbers up. You know what I mean?
Oh
She
Lord.
said
Well, I'm an Anne Hathaway fan, so.
Oh, wait till you see her in this bad boy. Oh man. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, y'all heard it here. Getting ready for our back to school days rotation of films. Mia has gave her pick, the 2005 film Havoc. Can't wait to see what we're about to get into, y'all. So, man, it's been a dope episode. Again, y'all stay tuned to the end. If y'all want to see the shirts again, y'all can just keep watching the video. They'll pop up after the credits. So just stay, or you can skip up if you want to, but they'll pop up after the credits. Y'all just want to see a better look at the shirts if y'all couldn't see it that well. But shout out to all of the Stoop kids and all of the new Stoop kids that are tuning in. Shout out to you, Mia. Shout out to you, Ash. Had a wonderful episode. Summertime is over. So y'all know what that means. The street lights is coming on. Got to get that fresh outfit for the first day of school. Y'all ain't got to leave, but you definitely got to get the hell up out of here. We'll see y'all later. Peace.